Well, let's try that again. I'll let you do the intro now, Thad, because I just completely muted us while I did it.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good evening as we come to you tonight from Ellwood City Lincoln High School Big Gym as the Ellwood City Lady Wolverines take on the New Brighton Lions. Ellwood City coming in with a record of 2-2 off of a very impressive win last week against the Hopewell Vikings. New Brighton coming in with a record of 0-6. New Brighton, not a very deep bench. It looks like they're going to be dressing 6 young ladies tonight for the contest. The Wolverines look like in warm-ups there. They got 8 or 9 that'll be dressing. Just moments away here from tip-off and the Star Spangled Banner. Thad Sturgeon alongside Dakota Marshall and cameraman tonight, Trent. Trent's last name is?
Malcolm.
Malcolm, I thought that's what it was. Trent Malcolm?
All right, and here's the Star Spangled Banner.
There was our Star Spangled Banner just moments away from tip-off here. Brad Windhorst, our producer, a little under the weather. The weather bug got the broadcast team here the last couple days. And Brad, he don't miss any. I think this is probably the first broadcast that he's missed in my 5 years of working with him. For the New Brighton Lions, first up, number 24, Alexis Weiser.
Number 21.
And then we have Makira Bailey.
Number 4.
Number 4 is Essie Hilton.
Number 25.
Number 25 is Abigail Beatty. And rounding up the starting 5 for the New Brighton Lions is number 5, Alion Liebert. So limited roster here tonight. Not much information, but we worked hard to get the names and everything. Here we go. Next, we're going to have the starting lineup for the Lady Wolverines. As I said, their record is 2-2. Starting off is sophomore guard 32, LC Sturgeon. Next, we have number 23, sophomore Kayla Jones. Next is number 21, a sophomore standing at 5'9", Delaney Sturgeon. One of the senior starters for the Wolverines, number 25, Brooke Roth. And rounding out the starting 5, senior and team captain, number 11, Aaliyah Garraway. The Wolverines are head coached by Dina Noble, assistant coach John Florentino, Heidi Feltrop, and Keithan Jones. As I said, we're just moments away from tip-off here in this contest. A busy week for, I'm sure, so many people here as we have Christmas in the sights this coming weekend. Not much going to be going on this weekend, obviously, with the holidays. But tonight we have this the girls' game. Tomorrow night, a big, huge section matchup for our boys' basketball team as they will be hosting the Neshannock Lancers. We will be broadcasting that. JV at 6, varsity at 7:30. And then Wednesday night will be one of the few home wrestling matches that Dakota and Brad will be broadcasting. I believe that's JV at 6.
And varsity at 7.
At 7.
And
So
I believe they play Summit Academy.
Yep, so here we go with the tip-off. Delaney Sturgeon for the Wolverines and maintained there. Oh, New Brighton gets the ball down the court quickly. They come, puts it up and does not go. There's a rebound there for Jones. Gets it in the hands of Delaney Sturgeon. She looks down the court, had cousin Elsie there, but pulls back and sets up a play. Jones over to Elsie Sturgeon. Elsie, she's going to launch up the three, a little too far, does not go. And Ellwood City maintains possession there. It looks like Essie Hilton must have got her fingertips on it as it went out of bounds. Garraway now inbounding for the Wolverines. Sets a play in motion. And goes all the way out to the top of the key to Jones for three. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound there by Weiser. Up the court she comes. Making things move, puts a shot up. There's going to be a rebound by Brooke Roth. There's Delaney with the outlet pass to Elsie Sturgeon off the front of the rim. No good. And 40 seconds in here to this contest, no score. And just a heads up here, the New Brighton player wanted to inbound it, but there's a steal by Jones. She puts it up, easy layup, up and in. Wolverines' first points of the night. So now inbounding. Up the court comes Weiser. Going for the trap to the Wolverines. Launches up a three. Oh, Delaney. She knows what happened. She was really not for a rebound. It was an air ball, and she lost the ball off the fingertips. Out of bounds it went. There's a shot by number 21, and Delaney Sturgeon with the rebound that time. Left hand, right hand dribble. Down the court she comes. Throws it underneath the Garraway. Does a little spin move. Brings it back out to set up a new play. There's Jones from three. Does not go. Good hustle there, and a rebound there by Hilton. Up the court they come, and a little aggressiveness there by Jones. She's going to get called with the blocking foul. So that'll be teams first. Jones is first. New Brighton now inbounding right in front of their bench. Weiser now seems to be the point guard. It's the ball there. Throws it out, throws it up, and ball does not go. Delaney Sturgeon, she's got a lot of court in front of her. She's going to take it all the way to the hoop and does not get it. Elsie Sturgeon with the rebound, doesn't get it. Brooke Roth gets it, and she'll make it count. So 4-0 here. Early goings, just about 2 minutes gone in this first period. Weiser, pretty good dribbler early to see here in the game. Launches the ball up and does not go. Brooke Roth, we'll credit her with the rebound. She's going to try to go coast to coast, just like cousin Joseph, and she does. Brooke Roth with 4 points. Down the court she goes. I like that. As you know, I referred to her cousin Joseph Roth. We'll see him tomorrow night when the boys play the Neshannock Lancers right here on this court. There comes Weiser. Nice steal there by Garraway. Puts it up to Jones. Jones dribbling down, puts it up and count it. It's good. That's 4 points for Jones. All of a sudden, got a little track meet going on here. The Wolverines scoring 8 unanswered points. There's Weiser. Tries to pass it out there. Gets it to Hilton. Hilton gets it there. There's Weiser. And got a double dribble. And credit to defense there, as I believe it was Jones and Elsie Sturgeon causing some havoc, causing that double dribble. Coach Noble giving some directions there. And inbounding is Elsie Sturgeon. Jones now setting up the offense. Gets it out there to Elsie. She's going to try the three. Off the side of the rim, does not go. There's Delaney Sturgeon with the rebound. She turns around, jumps it, puts it up, and just can't get the ball to fall. Puts it back up. Brooke Roth, leading scorer here with 6 points. Early going in this game. Now, Weiser wants to bring it up the court, and I think just like that, it's 10-0. Brooke Roth gets it down to Jones. Jones, it's a 3-on-0 breakaway. She puts it up and in for the easy bucket. 12-0, the Wolverines, 4:40 remaining here in this first period. Comes Weiser. Dribbles through it. Throws up, jump. There it is. Delaney Sturgeon with the rebound. She's going to take it to the hoop this time. Down the lane she goes. Puts it up and counted. It's good. Delaney on the scoreboard with her 2 points tonight. Just like that, it's 14-0 in a stoppage in play. A full timeout, and it is by New Brighton. So 3.5 minutes gone here in this first period. It's 14-0. Trent, I think you're getting some action there on the camera going back and forth up and down the court as the Wolverines handling things here in this first period. So very nice evening last night at the Ellwood City football banquet. Dakota and I we got to be there for that, and Coach Bradley and his assistant coaches, Brian Partridge. A shout out to Brian Partridge and his crew at the Football Boosters, and very good meal there at the Ellwood City or Wardenburg Perry Fire Department. A very nice venue, good food, and very nice evening. Recognizing all the football players, and of course had some our offensive, defensive player of the year. And check out Ellwood City Football Boosters Facebook page. And I know Brad's been a little bit under the weather, but I think he's got most of them pictures on ours right now.
He shared all of the posts that I saw, at least.
Yes, I got home last night and I thought, we didn't take any pictures. So we do thank them for doing that and being part of that. So there's a steal. Kreitzer came in. She's going to drive down to the hoop. She puts it up and count it, and one as Kreitzer goes to the hoop. During that timeout, Kreitzer checked in, as well as Liz Mahalko, and Caminetti is in there, and took a seat was Brooke Roth, Elsie Sturgeon, and Kayla Jones. So
fouls on number 24 for New Brighton, her first.
First shot doesn't go. Caminetti puts it up, doesn't get the shot to go. There's Kreitzer with the rebound. She gets the rebound again, kicks it out to Garraway, says, I'm going to shoot a three, and count it. It's good for Garraway. She wants in on the scoring action, and that's her
score
straight
now
points.
19-0 in favor of the Ellwood City Wolverines.
So now up the court comes Weiser, tries the pass, taken there by Caminetti. She puts the easy layup and make it count. It's good. She's got 4 points on the night. Kind of got a track meet going on here, 21-0 with 3.5 minutes remaining.
In just the first period.
Yes. There's a steal by Caminetti. Down the court she goes. Not much contested. Puts it up and count it for the freshman Caminetti. Abby Caminetti, that is. A bit of a trap going on here, and trying to get something out of there, and throws it up. Puts it up, is the shot, doesn't go, and Weiser with the rebound. Don't want to foul there. Puts up the shot, doesn't go. Caminetti with the rebound, gets it in the hands of Kreitzer. Kreitzer now, she wants to drive, gets out to Delaney Sturgeon. She's going to launch up the three. Oh, Arabesque, we'll call it a pass to Caminetti. Did not go. Weiser now. Down the court she comes. Puts it up, doesn't go. Kreitzer now. It's back and forth. A lot of action. Bounce pass to Caminetti. Tic-tac-toe. Count it. It's good. It's 25-0. 2:20 remaining in this first period. There's a steal by Caminetti. She's going to drive down the lane again. She's going to put it up and count it. It's good. Wow. Going to be a timeout. An official timeout, as Elsie Sturgeon checks in for Delaney Sturgeon.
And number 25 checks in for the New Brighton Lions.
Abigail Beatty.
And number 5 taking a seat for a little bit.
So
and
now I believe
someone took a timeout now.
Timeout.
30-second timeout by Ellwood City, I believe. Oh, no, New Brighton.
Okay, so they
30-second by
New
Brighton.
Have 3 remaining in this first half. Ellwood has their allotted 5. So 27-0. 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the first period. So up the court is Weiser. Guarded there by Kreitzer. Loses the handle, does Weiser. Down the court comes Kreitzer. She's going to take it left-handed. Layup. Count it. That's her 4th point on the night. Makes it 29-0. Weiser now. It's a screen. Launches up a 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Caminetti, another rebound for her. Throws it way down there to Elsie Sturgeon. Elsie, she wants to drive. Kicks it back out to Garraway. Launches a 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Caminetti put back up. Off the rim, no good. Elsie Sturgeon in there. It's got to almost be a walk. Caminetti does not go. The shooting percentage is not good right now for the Wolverines, all battling underneath the hoop. There was a foul on number 3, North. And Elsie Sturgeon now will go to the line, leading 29-0.
Second foul for New Brighton.
First shot for Elsie. Off the front of the rim, does not go.
Number 5 checking in for number 24 for the Lions.
Liebert in now for Weiser. Second shot by Elsie. Front of the rim, no good. Caminetti boxes out, gets the rebound, and it's going to be last touched by Ellwood City. So, or no, I beg your pardon, New Brighton. So Ellwood City now will inbound. Garraway wants to get it out there to Elsie Sturgeon. She surveys, bounce pass to Kreitzer underneath. Off the back of the rim, does not go. There's Garraway from the elbow, puts up the shot off the backboard, and now here comes New Brighton, down 29-0 with just less than a minute to go here in his first period. Launches up the 3, doesn't go. Kreitzer now with the rebound. She's just going to slow it down a little bit. It's a drive, gets it out to Elsie Sturgeon. Bounce pass underneath the senior Liz Mahalka. Oh, does not quite go. Caminetti with it. Garraway, shoot that 3. Off the front of him, no good. Big rebound there by Kreitzer. Does not go. So, back the other way is Bailey for New Brighton. Down there, kicks it out. Nice steal there by Caminetti. She's going to go down the lane with time running out. Makes the shot count. Does Abby Caminetti. And that is the end of the first period with the Wolverines leading 31-0. Not really much of a nail biter at this point in the contest, but we're sure glad you're watching and listening to the game as we're in between the first and second period right now. As we said, tomorrow night we will have the coverage of the Neshannock Lancers and the Ellwood City Wolverines boys basketball game, and that should be a great matchup, a section game. And them section games, the way things are shaping up in the early goings this season, those wins are going to be very, very important as we move forward. The Ellwood City girls, their next game will not be till next week, as we go to up the road to Shenango for the Shenango Winter Classic, and they will be taking on the Beaver Bobcats, and I want to think that's on Wednesday at 5 o'clock is that game, but keep apprised to the our Facebook page, Brad Windhorst, and Twitter, and ecwolverines.com, and we'll get you the links for all upcoming contests as we go through this festive holiday season. So a couple changes there. Caminetti's still out there, as well as Kreitzer, but coming back in was Kayla Jones, Delaney Sturgeon, and Brooke Roth.
It doesn't tell me on the event what time our game is,
Well,
but
sometimes
it is Wednesday.
I think they, me and those, get changed around. So Jones now gets with the ball. Bringing it up the court, passes it out to Kreitzer. Kreitzer under to Caminetti, kicks it over to Delaney Sturgeon. She wants to drive down that baseline, and she's going to get fouled, a blocking foul there.
That foul's on number 3, her second, team's third.
So as we said, there's only 6 players dressed for New Brighton, so foul trouble is, something that they do not want to get into. So throws it out there. Caminetti wants to dribble, gets it out to Delaney Sturgeon. Swing pass over to Kreitzer. Puts up the 3, doesn't go. Caminetti underneath. She's working the boards tonight. Is freshman Abby Caminetti. That's 12 points for her. So Weiser now up the court. Loses it to Jones. Jones down the court, puts it up, left-hand side that time. Make it count. It's 35-0. Mercy me. There's Weiser. Hands it right over. There's the Kreitzer. She's going to take it down the court. Left-handed dribble, puts it up and counted. It's good, 37-0. The way the Wolverines are scoring here, Dakota, I kind of feel like I'm working an auction, being an auctioneer. So,
yeah, you have practice with that too, don't you, Pat?
Yeah, I do. So here we go. Weiser goes it up there, blocked by Kreitzer. Kicks it out to Weiser and blocked again. This time looking for some help and off the foot of Kreitzer. There'll be an inbound underneath the basket. And as you'll see, you don't have to worry about the clock a whole lot now, Brad, because it's not going to stop. So, yes, Elsie checking in for cousin Delaney. Launches up and does not go. Caminetti, she's got to have at least 10 rebounds here tonight. She's going coast to coast, up and good. 14 points for the freshman tonight. Inbounding now. And I think if you're the Wolverines now, and I'll get to that point in a second. Weiser now. And almost stolen there, and that time Caminetti gets it down the court. She goes up and good, count it. She's got 16 points, and not a one of those 8 shots have been more than about 3 feet from the bucket. Been layups the whole night. Weiser now. Throws it underneath. Puts up the shot. Off the side. Oh, does not go. And they're going to call jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Ellwood City. Checking in now is Delaney Sturgeon for Abby Caminetti.
And number 21 checked in for number 4 for the Lions.
Bailey now in for Hilton. So there was a mix-up on the possession here. I wondered about that. So it's going to be New Brighton's ball. But back in the day, before you were born, Dakota, back in the late 80s, the boys basketball team was just fantastic. Almost gets it, doesn't not go. Delaney causes a steal there. They're going to call another jump ball. But that boys team was pretty dominant. And Coach Al Campman, who he was here at Hall of Fame night. I got to see him out there.
I had him as a teacher.
Yes, so did I.
had him as a health teacher,
but
I think.
Coach Campman made a rule that they had to pass the ball 10 times.
Okay.
They're underneath to Brooke Ross. She puts it up, gets her own rebound, but it's going to be last touched. And it's going to be white possession there. You had to touch the ball 10 times before you took a shot when you had a lead like this. And if you took a shot before 10, that was the last time you were on the court for the day.
Okay.
Kind of a fun rule back in the day.
Mahalko checked in.
Little fun fact you should know.
I think I might have heard you say that one before.
Kreitzer for 3. Off the side of the rim, does not go. And, it was touched there by Bailey. 41-0, rolling clock here. Inbound to Jones. Jones sets up, holds up some fingers, setting up a play. That time she launches up a 3. Kreitzer with the rebound, gets it over to Delaney. She doesn't move. Little slap happy there, but 41-0. We're not going to call foul at this point of the game. Weiser now. Oh, a travel by Weiser. Jones there with the stop. Going to be inbounding from the far side.
Ball goes to all three officials.
Yeah, I think that was all good. That's a good point. Jones now coming up the court. Out to Elsie. Fakes the three. Round to Kreitzer. Over to Delaney Sturgeon. Jumps it and kicks it out there. Kreitzer for three. Off the side of the rim, no go. Elsie, nope, Weiser ends up with it. Coming down the court she goes. 41-0. Get 2 points. Oh, it does not get him. Delaney with the rebound.
Well, I think
She's
actually Elsie, and then she handed off to Delaney.
Puts it up is Delaney. She gets on the scoreboard there. Well, couple buckets for her. It is 43-0.
2 minutes remaining in this first half.
Weiser now. Weiser, a pretty good ball handler. We'll give. Oh, but that I jinxed her young lady. As she said that, she threw the ball out of bounds. Checking back in is Caminetti for Ellwood City, along with Garraway. Taking a seat is Jones, and that's Elsie Sturgeon's taken out. Caminetti Garrett inbound to Garraway. Coming up the court. Garraway setting up the offense. Delaney Sturgeon, quick back to Garraway. Out to Kreitzer for three. Well short. That's going to go out of bounds. Ellwood City now, or New Brighton, I beg your pardon, will be inbounding.
Just under a minute remaining in this first half.
And Mahalko saves it, gets it in the hands of Caminetti. She's going to go down the lane. Oh, almost, that's a walk, but she didn't get called. Weiser gets the ball anyway. 35 seconds remaining for Weiser. She puts up a three. Side of the rim, no good. There's the ball. And launches up a three. Off the side of the rim, does not go. Throws it underneath. Mahalko had it. And Delaney now with the ball. 10 seconds. Down the court. She puts it up. Left-hand side this side. Makes it 45-0. Launches it up, and that does not go. Oh, Ellwood City Wolverines here in this first half. Wolverines leading 45-0 as they go to the locker room for halftime. And with that, there's not really a lot to talk about. It's just that there was a lot of back and forth the court and a lot of scoring by Ellwood City.
We're getting Trenton good practice with
yes,
back
we are.
and forth for
yes,
basketball.
Yes, we are. I feel like I'd be doing a tennis match.
He's used to us for volleyball, not quite for basketball yet.
So with that, we're going to take about an 8-9 minute break here, and we'll be back with second half action of this contest, Ellwood City against the New Brighton Lions. Welcome back, folks, as we start this second half action. Started the third period in this contest between the Ellwood City Wolverines and the New Brighton Lions. All Ellwood City in that first half of play. They're leading in this contest 45-0. So a lot of action here. We don't have really much stats on what we see on the board.
Yeah,
appears to be the that was tough. The original starting five out there now for the Wolverines. New Brighton going left to right on your screen as we start this third period. Weiser dribbling back and forth. It's a pass, and there's a steal by Delaney Sturgeon. Left-hand dribble down the lane. She comes, puts it up, and counted. It's good. Delaney, what's that, 10 for her? No, 8.
8.
So a little bit of everybody on the scoreboard here. Weiser now launches up a 3, and it's going to be tipped by Jones, the sophomore. And she's in there with 8 points so far tonight. Weiser now on the inbound. Puts it in there, throws it up, and it's going to be a foul on Ellwood City.
I think on Brooke Roth.
Yeah, I think he's looking at, 25, Brooke Roth. So to the line to shoot 2. It was a shot a foul in the action of shooting. So Ellwood Liebert, first shot does not go.
And that's Brooks' first foul, team's first of the half.
As we have a running clock, but they will stop the clock for foul shots. And that shot, there we go. The first point of the night for New Brighton is Liebert. It's now 47-1. Jones out to Garraway. Kicks it over to Delaney. Delaney over to cousin Elsie. Elsie, she wanted to get on the baseline. Here's Garraway for 3. Drained, it's good. That's 3. Not sure how many 3s for her on the night. It's hard for the scoreboard operator to keep up. So Weiser now.
We haven't really had many 3s tonight.
No, they haven't, and that's fine. You're leading 50-1. Weiser now dribbling around, covered there by Jones. So the officials may be a bit forgiving at this point in the game with the score being 50-1. There's Brooke Roth with the rebound, gets it to Garraway. So the pass over to Elsie Sturgeon using the baseline, puts it up and count it. I like that move by Miss Elsie Sturgeon.
Her first 2 points of the night.
So Weiser now. So North puts up a 3, doesn't go. Delaney Sturgeon with the rebound. She wants to go coast to coast, past to cousin Elsie, and And that's my daughter and niece on that place. But so I practice that now because in a close game, make that work. You know, I like that. You know, let's finish it, and there'll be a time here that you're going to want those kind of plays finished. There's a 3, and Garraway, they're going to call jump ball. And hey, I don't mind the officials. 52-1, call a quick jump ball. We don't need it. You know, we got a clock rolling. The game's over. Don't be afraid to go ahead.
Number 21 checked back in for the Lions as number 5 takes a break for a little bit.
Okay, that'd be Bailey in. Jones shoots a 3, nothing but net. And there you go. She's got 11 on the night. That was a 3. Yeah, 3. Okay. Okay, third 3. Thank you, Trent. So, no look pass there. I kind of like that. And that is air ball that goes out of bounds. Inbounding now will be Elsie Sturgeon.
Just under 4 minutes left in this third quarter with this running clock.
Well, we were 45-0 at halftime, right?
Yes.
I didn't write that down. I should have. There's Delaney. She wants to drive, kicks back out to Elsie, over to Garraway, over to Jones. She's going to drive. Little Euro, doesn't quite get it to go. Brooke Roth, good hustle. Well, I'll tell you what.
Out of bounds.
When Beatty went to get the ball, her foot was out of bounds when she tipped it. So the right call by the official.
So Ellwood City ball now.
Garraway takes it all the way out to Jones. Kicks it over to Garraway. She puts up the shot. Count it. She's in the zone. Senior Aaliyah Garraway.
She's not even on the board,
yeah,
so
she's
I don't
not
know
on
how
the board.
many
I would
points
say she's got to have a dozen or so by now. Here comes Weiser. Wants to dribble down the lane. Looking for somebody to pass to. And finds her there in Hilton. Hilton throws it up. Taken there by North. I'm not sure who stole it, but Jones ended up with it. And going to be a foul. I think we're going to get Weiser on the reach.
Number 41 or 14?
24.
Oh, 24.
Yep.
I only saw him hold up one finger on the one hand.
So checking out of the game was Brooke Roth and Elsie Sturgeon. And senior Liz Mahalko checks into the game along with freshman Abby Caminetti.
So that's number 24's second foul, team's first of the half.
There's Delaney. She wants to drive, try that jump shot. Back to the rim too hard. And trying to get the rebound. Puts it up, does not go. Delaney Sturgeon with the rebound. Have a person getting up a little bit slow underneath the Caminetti. Counted, it's good. It's 60-1. A minute 42 remaining. So a timeout here. Weiser on that last attempt came down a little awkward. She's walking on her own power, but a little hitch in her step there.
The Lions took a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout here with a minute 36 remaining in this third period.
More helpful if I stop the clock.
So trainer Travis coming down to take a look at Weiser.
I did see when Jones came back, she checked to make sure Weiser was okay.
Oh, that's good. Like to hear the sportsmanship on things like that. So after the timeout by New Brighton, they have 2 remaining. Going for the inbound now, up the court. Want to dribble around there is Bailey. Bailey picked up her dribble, and Mahalko all over her. Like there, tipped there by Delaney. Caminetti, good hustle. Puts it down, puts it up, and count it. Caminetti on fire. 20 points.
Her 20th.
That's a career high for her. She's just a freshman, scoring 20 points here tonight. There's a steal by Caminetti. Can she get 2 more? And she does, making the layups look easy.
22 points now for Caminetti.
So 45 seconds remaining here in this third period as Bailey passes it over to Beatty. So a double dribble. And the officials have maybe let a few things go here, but that happened right in front of him. He had to call that one. So 20 seconds. Jones now down the court she comes. So there's Kreitzer to Caminetti. She's going to try from the outside this time. She can do it from there too. 24 points for the freshman Abby Caminetti. And that's going to be the end of the third period. 66-1 the score. As we head into this fourth period of action. Once again, Brad Windhorst unable to be here tonight, a little bit under the weather, and you know he's sick if he's not at an Ellwood City sporting event. So get well, Brad. Hopefully he'll be back good to go. I think he's trending that way.
He's planning on being here tomorrow.
Tomorrow night for that big matchup between Ellwood City boys and Neshannock Lancers for that section game here tomorrow night. And then we'll be back here Wednesday night for the wrestling, one of the few home matches that they have. And then a little Christmas break for everybody. And be back. We're not really sure yet. I don't think we've decided on just how the coverage is going to be for the winter. Because there could be some overlap there between the boys and girls as they go to their games. I imagine we'll go to the boys just because the girls being in Shenango up there, it's pretty close. And the boys, I'm not even sure where theirs is at. Is it up in Mercer again this year?
Hold on, that I can tell you.
All right, as the players come back out here.
Yeah, Mercer Christmas tournament.
So they were in that last year, a very competitive tournament, and be back up there again next week.
Yeah, they're Wednesday as well.
So I would expect we'll probably be going from up there. So New Brighton now on offense. Everything spread out, trying to get something underneath here. Is Bailey. Back out to North. Puts up a 3, counted as a 3 for North. Her first 3 points of the night. So Garraway throws it underneath to Mahalko. She wanted to go up. There's Elsie, a little too hard. A shot there, and up the other way comes New Brighton. Guarded there by Kreitzer. Kicks it, and it's going to be last touched by New Brighton as Kreitzer was making a run for it. So here comes Garraway, this senior captain. Over to Elsie Sturgis. She wanted to go underneath to Mahalko. Mahalko working underneath there pretty hard. Caminetti kicks it out to Elsie Sturgis. You're going to try it again. That time, count it from about 20 feet is Elsie. It's going to get her. We're having a hard time keeping up here. So she's got at least 4. I know that. Maybe a few more. So, Caminetti read that. Nice defense there. Shot goes up by North, and it's going to be out of bounds on the air ball. So Garraway. Oh, throws it, and nice defense there by Hilton to stop the play, knocking the ball out of bounds.
Right to the Ellwood City bench, though.
Yeah. So Kreitzer inbounding on, as we said, rolling clock here. Over to Elsie Sturgeon. Throws it back. See, work on your passes. You don't need to shoot. Over to Garrett. Nice. See, this is the ball movement. And this is ball movement you're going to need to do when you get to them premier teams, and then gets it down underneath. And off the backboard was Liz Mahalko's shot. Caminetti with the steal, and they're going to call travel. Yeah, and that's she looked at the official and just nodded her head to the official. I'm like, yep, you got that right. I'll tell you when you're wrong, but I screwed up. And that's just aggressive play. She went to dive for the ball, had possession, and slipped. So that was kind of funny. So there's on the inbound. Throws it up. Back of the rim too hard. There's Kreitzer. Down the lane, gets it to LC. She tries to save it, and she slid out of bounds with possession of the ball.
Brad just texted us, nothing holding me back from tomorrow, that's for sure.
Okay, because that's a big game. You know, you can talk about a lot of the rivalries that go on, and yes, Ellwood, Riverside, you know, but in recent years, that Neshannock-Ellwood City matchup in about any sport is pretty big right now, and I think you're going to see that. I know the student section, they'll be ready. They're ready for a little Christmas break. So nice steal there.
Sturgeon with the steal,
and she's going to be fouled. So that should be big. The student section, they'll be roaring, ready to go.
So team's second foul, number 5's first foul.
So on Liebert, here comes Jones. Kicks it out there to Kreitzer. Kreitzer gets it over to Elsie Sturgeon. Elsie bounce pass underneath Mahalko. Count it, Liz. Senior Liz Mahalko gets on the board. Nice move there by Liz to put it back up and in. Here comes New Brighton. 70-4. Just over 3 minutes, puts up the shot, and that is going to go out of bounds. So got a sub coming in here, Delaney Sturgeon for Caminetti, and she just played a great game tonight. 24 points. And liking to see that contribution from the freshman and sophomore Jones. Oh, nice defense there by Liebert as she hits the ball out of bounds. Now Kreitzer will inbound to Jones. Jones out to Kreitzer. Kreitzer tries to get a pick. There's Elsie Sturgeon back out to Jones. Trying to get some movement underneath. Kreitzer launches up to 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. And Elsie, nice rebound there, and a put back up and in for Miss Elsie Sturgeon. Gets a little pat from her cousin Delaney coming back to court. 72-4 here, 2 minutes remaining. Oh, nice steal there by Liz Mahalko. Here comes Jones. And up and in it goes. And I like the two working together there. As her and Delaney went down, Delaney says, I'll just plug up the lane for you and give you that nice little easy layup that Jones don't hardly ever miss. This time she gets a pick. Down it goes. Up. Does not go. Rebound there. Throws it up. And was tipped around a little bit there. Going to be possessed by, hit there by Kreitzer. Down lane pass, look, tic-tac-toe, make it count. Jones, she's got 15 in this contest of 76-4. You know, Dakota, we are here in a blowout, and but you see the body language. let's give these New Brighton girls just a little thumbs up. You know,
Yeah.
they're playing. They could be frustrated. They could be not trying and doing anything. And they're still trying. They're wanting to do something. And they're a young team making some mistakes. But you don't really see them, you know, no bad fouls, no, you know, the body language is positive in a game that you're losing 76-4. So Jones lets it go out of bounds, and final 35 seconds. We'll keep you posted on our Facebook page and of what the scoring was tonight. I know Caminetti will be the leading scorer. I think she left with like 25. That ball is going to go out of bounds, still possessed by New Brighton.
Yeah, I know we'll get the stats from head coach Dina Noble.
They will do that. So final 10 seconds here. And tipped out of bounds by Jones. And I do believe that is going to do it. That's the final buzzer in this contest where the Ellwood City Lady Wolverines defeat the New Brighton Lions 76-4. And that's going to do it. So like I said, there's really not a lot to talk about. Just a lot of great play by the Wolverines. New Brighton, obviously, they got some things to work on. They'll be the first ones to tell you that as we move on from here. Lady Wolverines, you may not see any games here over Christmas break, but I know they got practices. They got a Christmas party here that Coach Dina has at her house for the players every year. I know the players are certainly looking forward to that. And Christmas, and then the Shenango Christmas tournament, I think that's what they call it, will be happening next Wednesday and Thursday. I know they will be playing Beaver. That'll be a much different contest. Beaver finds himself, I think they're in 4A. They're in the top 5, according to Trib, that just came out here this past week. Dakota, anything else?
Nope. Like you said, catch us tomorrow for the Ellwood City boys versus Neshannock Lancers at 6 and 7:30, and Wednesday for wrestling at 6 and 7 against, I think it's Summit Academy.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you. Big thank you tonight to Trent Malcolm for filling in here, helping us on camera. Of course, Dakota Marshall running the control board tonight, and myself, Thad Sturgeon. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. Final again here. Ellwood City 76, New Brighton 4. Have a good night, everybody.